One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Pittsburgh's offense comes onto the field first today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Let's look at the big picture for Pitt. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. The Panthers have this offense rolling. They want to run it left here. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
They're going to run it. Running into the open space. Lots of running room. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they move the sticks. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Look out, he's got room. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Looking for more room.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Orange. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Illinois. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. The short hands, it's Turner. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a second fire. Pocket breaking down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Orange will have to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finds his man. It's Smith. Turning it on. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on second down. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Trying to pick up a first down. Lost to throw again. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Panthers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss and find the end zone.
Syracuse, 17, Pitt, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Syracuse.
One of the reasons This offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jet. He lost one down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Finds his man. It's Turner.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Grab near the sticks. It's Robinson. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1 yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2 minutes every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity.
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Cuse.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Using the quick game. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
Motion from the wideout. Might be calling a hot route. Second and 10. He'll throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Rides the back and leaves it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Quickly out to the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
16.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. He might want another play. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a man on the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Hart. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. These corners going to give them some space. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
Wants to fire on second down. Quick completion on the out. Gets away from one, finds room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
41 hit.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Turning it on! And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Pitt right back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job in sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, the play before, so you hustle down, you get lined up. You have no idea what's coming next, but great individual effort by the defender to get to that QB.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. They moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. The give out of the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Near the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. Pittsburgh.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few. The sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll leave it with him. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. They picked the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. They get through and it's blocked. He picks it up.
And the short field goals are a lot harder to block because they get up high in the air, but nice job by the kick block unit getting in there, getting their hands up, and blocking them a field goal, baby.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Panthers in the hurry-up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. So take the touchdown off the board. What a devastating penalty. Pass interference, waving off the pick six. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Smith. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Fires to the big fella. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Panthers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Runs through the tackle.
I just love when running backs make those decisions. And when they get close to the sideline, some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit. But I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Touchdown, Panthers! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Looking for the two-point try. They'll go to the air. It's caught. The two-point try is good, and now it's a three-point game.
And I think you hear about this chart all the time, when to go for two, when not to go for two. Smart decision. Second half, being up by one doesn't help you. Getting that two-point conversion, that's a big deal. Now this offense up by a field goal.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They try to pop a run on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.